I don't even know how to explain it. You don't, there is no words for that, because how do you just watch your child deteriorate in front of you without even know what from or why?
Nancy Davis has been suffering with an unknown illness for the past 7 years.
It feels like an ongoing contraction is what the minor pain is, just a ongoing contraction. And when it decides to flare up and I have the spasms is what I call it, that's when it feels like the acidy feeling. It feels just like acid, a burning sensation. And I don't know what it is. Here, I know in the last 2 years, it has progressed worse. Yes, the spasms are more often. It wakes me out my sleep completely. I have blood in my stool, bright red blood. I stay feverish. I keep a low-grade temp. It makes me really weak and really tired. The last spasm that I had, the last big spasm that I had, which was about 2 days ago, my body got really hot from the inside out. It felt like fever from the inside out. And the only way to, I was cold, I had a blanket over me, I was cold to the normal room temperature, but my body was burning up inside. The only way to really cool my body down was to put an ice pack all over me.
She's undergone several major surgeries to try to find answers: a hysterectomy, gallbladder removal, and 4 hernia repairs.
She's been to about 10 doctors total. We've gone to just about every hospital here except for one. We've been tested and retested for several different things that they just think it is, you know, because we'll go in saying that she's having abdominal pains, whether that's in her pancreas, her liver, or whatever, because we're not a doctor. We're just telling you, my stomach hurts, we're having abdominal cramping. Well, when they go in and they do the different tests that they had done on her, the upper and the lower GI, they're saying that, oh, everything's coming back normal, but we can't clearly see because you have too much scar tissue. They've done 3 or 4 surgeries guessing that this might be the cause of what she's going through.
Hill says this isn't the first time she's seen this sickness.
When Nancy was a baby, my mother had the same symptoms. This particular disease, whatever it is called, it does not make tumors like cancer. It secretes an acid that burns your insides up. There were days that my mother would roll across the bed crying, telling my father and telling us that she just wanted to die. She would just, God, please just kill me. It is so much, it's so painful. My mother was a woman of stature. She was probably a solid 16. My mother got down to 90 pounds when she died. And within 2 weeks of, my mother must have had it for about 2 years that I know of personally. And when my mother, when she was 6 weeks old, we went to California because that's where we're originally from. And my grandfather put her to a specialist. And within 2 weeks, they had her in the hospital and she died.
She says her mother's autopsy shows the scary similarities to her daughter's illness.
Just reading through just the similarities that I have come across have, when I read this, I kind of had to stop reading it because it scared me more than anything.
Davis has a 10-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son. She says she doesn't want them to have to grow up without a mom.
I've prepared myself I've prepared things, I've set things up, prepared to die. I've made my funeral arrangements. I've prepared for the worst, praying for the best, basically.